Everyone. My name's Chelsea Taylor, and I am calling in from Knoxville, Tennessee. And I have the honor of speaking with an incredible leader on our team named Becca Stone. I'm sure everyone knows her on this call, but if you don't know her, she is a powerhouse, and she's going to bring so much value to you. So have your videos on if you can, have pen and paper ready because you are going to want to take notes tonight, and make sure that you let your team know about this call, but also that you rewatch the recording because it's going to be so powerful. So Becca, you had a huge week last week. Becca had 9 enrollments. She made $800 in 1 week alone. So Becca, can you tell us a little bit about what exactly your week looked like last week and what those action steps looked like for you to have so much momentum going in 1 week? What did that look like?
Yes, thank you guys so much. Y'all are so sweet and really just cheered me on until the end. And so I so appreciate it. Yeah, it was a great week, but I gotta start back to like Saturday, Sunday, and really, I cannot take credit for speaking 10 enrollments into my life. I wish that I on Saturday or Sunday had come up with that and really had that belief for myself. I honestly, it didn't occur to me to set that goal. So every week I go for double PIBs and share bonuses and 3. And I think the most I've ever enrolled in a week was 4 or 5. I don't even know which. And some big people in our company, actually the Cepedas said, you can enroll 10 people in a week. And I mean, inside, right? I mean, I was shaking my head like, I can. And inside I was really like, oh my gosh, that's such a big number. But like, who am I to tell them, right? I mean, they've been in this industry for 30 years and I'm pretty bold, but I don't have that type of courage. And so I just really let them talk to me. And he's like, 10 people, it's collagen, like it's no big deal. And I was kind of like, yeah, And so I was like, it is what's the worst that can happen, right? I was like, I have massive goals. I think you guys know that. And like, they've been doing this forever. They are where I want to be. So like, okay, they see the type of people that can do this. If they believe that I can do 10 enrollments, I can do 10 enrollments. I'm going to trust them. This is what they do. And I'm just going to go do it and see what happens. And so really, I just, I had a day or two to really think about it. And I'm in the shower, I'm going to bed and I'm going, you're going to enroll 10 people. You're going to enroll 10 people. You're going to enroll 10 people. And so really when Monday came, I've been on some of their calls. I've heard those amazing ladies, I can't remember their names, from Canada, just talking about she went executive in 24 hours and really just the daily activity that it took to get there. And so I just said, okay, 20, 25 audio messages, like I can do this. I'm just going to go. And so I really did, I still had kids on Monday. So I maybe got in between, 12 and 15 audio messages, but I really looked at this list and there were people that I just hadn't been bold enough to really reach out to, whether it's about collagen or nutrition or whatever your thing is. And I just said to myself, like, if you don't ask, they can't say no. You know what I mean? Like, you will never know. And that's it. I just started leaving audio messages and I just, not even all of them weren't like pitching collagen or nutrition. A lot of them, Chelsea, was just like you and Lane just did your call on, leading with love. Girl, what is going on? I haven't talked to you in 100 years. Like, I'm missing you. I need to hear your voice. Call me back. And just really getting in the groove and just building that momentum of connecting with people, loving on people. And then, a lot of them were directly about collagen, but like, okay, so I just talked to 5 moms that have just had their 2nd and 3rd baby. Hair is falling out everywhere, kind of that thing, just relating specific things with people. So honestly, this was a really great week for me, not even about enrollments, but again, I have massive goals and this was a different gear. So I think when you talk about, let's hit double PIBs, that's an amazing goal. I'm all about the PIBs, right? That's what I live on. But when you say, okay, you're used to getting double PIBs, but you're going to enroll 3 or 4, you're like, yeah, I'm going to roll 3 or 4. You don't have to hit a different gauge. if you know what I'm saying, to enroll 1 or 2 more people. But if you're going to go from double PIBs and 2 people to 10 people, you've got to hit a different gear where you're not 5 reach outs, you're like 15, 20, right? So at that point, you are straight working numbers and momentum. And that's what I did. I hit a different gear. I do grind. I do a lot of messages. I'm consistent with reach outs and connections. But guys, this is something I've never done. Let me tell you, when they say build fast, and everybody's like, like, let me tell you why. Because it's so much easier. Like, there's no fear. There's no time to be scared. There's no time to second guess. There's no time to have anybody on your scared list. Like, you just got to go, or you're not going to be close to getting where you want to go. And so really after Monday, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I feel it. And so really that was my everyday. You know, I'm long-winded, Chelsea, so you got to cut me off. But really 15, 20 audio messages, following up, texting people, just connecting. And by Tuesday, like, I could not stop the ongoing conversations that I was having from the day before, from that day. And they just kept like compounding and building.
That's so good. So would you say that you had over 100 conversations last week?
If not 100, very close. Yes.
Okay, guys, just like Becca said, it is a numbers game. There's so many people on this call that say they want to make 6 figures. They want to be, you know, whatever your goal is. It takes a lot of conversations in order to make that happen. The reason why Becca had 9 enrollments last week is because she had close to 100 conversations. What do we say? For every 10 conversations, you can look at maybe 1 enrollment. That's right in alignment to where Becca was at. And so you need to look at your action steps with where you say you want to go. Are your action steps in alignment with where you say you want to go? Do you say, I want to, you know, this week, I want to do 10 enrollments. I want to do 9 enrollments like Becca. Are you willing to put in the work and the action steps to get you there, just like Becca did? That's incredible, Becca, that you said, okay, I've got to do a different gear. She realized, like, okay, I've been having, you know, maybe 5 conversations, 5 reach outs. It's time to step it up to 15 to 20 if I need to go where I say I want to go. And so always remember, whatever your goal may be, your goal may not be to make 6 figures or to enroll 9 people. But if you're on this call on a Monday night, I'm assuming it is. And if it is, just know the more conversations you have on a day-to-day basis and the action steps you take, it's going to get you to those enrollments, which is going to in return get you to the goals that you want in this business. And so that was so valuable, Becca. Thank you for sharing that. So last week, you also created a new consultant. I've had the honor of hearing your incredible voice memos. Guys, voice memos is where it's at when you're reaching out to people, because anyone that knows Becca knows her energy, and that person can hear her energy and hear her voice in those reach out messages. And so how are you bringing up the opportunity to people? Is it with the initial conversation? Is it later on down the road? What exactly does that look like when you think of someone that would be incredible at this opportunity? But of course, they may be on your chicken list, but what does that look like?
So for me too, it depends on, you know, I feel like collagen is very easy to lead with the opportunity. So if it is someone that I know that is like me, very motivated, very passionate, my avatar could do this business, I'm 100% leading with the opportunity. I'm leaving an audio message. Hey girl, you know, connecting with them and telling them, I've never been this excited. I've got to share with you what I'm doing. I'm sure you've seen the wellness company that I partnered with about a year ago just launched this brand new collagen elixir. This is absolutely amazing. In business, it's all about timing. Girl, if you're open, you know, and so then I would just send them herbs cipedas, you know, they come back, yeah, they're open. I would send that video and kind of go from there. If it's somebody that like really I know could do this business and is not going to be afraid of an opportunity. If I'm on a 3-way call with somebody nutrition, then mine is really more, I kind of steal Jessica Rigner's, deal with the whole accountability. It's really, you go through it, they do their pack, they're super excited. They're like, this is going to be awesome. It's so convenient. This is what I'm looking for. And I'm like, who are your people? Who are your people? Who are your 2 people that are going to try this with you? Like, you are not our guinea pigs. This is tested. This is science backed. Who are your people? You just told me you're an emotional eater. You're happy you want ice cream. You're sad you want fries. Like, you are not going to show up for you, but you will show up for your friends. Who are your people? And then I wait until they tell me they're people. And so it might not be that day, right? And then we were like, well, I've got a friend at work. And I'm like, awesome, do it. It's so fun. And then I tell a story about a trio that I enrolled together, and the passion and just the enthusiasm. And I just tell the testimony. I said, literally, they tell me this is the most enjoyable thing I've ever done for my health. And so I just tell that story. And then again, if we're doing a box opening again, I'm like, where are your girls? And so we just, and then it's very, very easy conversation. And I'll tell you, that was something that 3 or 4 months ago, I would wait until I was doing a follow-up before maybe a lifestyle rewards or something like that. If it is someone that is really like, doesn't care about the business, doesn't sweat $300, or just doesn't want anything to do with the business, I might wait until they're loving their products. I'll kind of sum it in if they have no bite, want nothing to do with it. Usually when they're like excited about their products, it's lifestyle rewards. Then I'm like, girl, you're loving these products. Like, let me help you get them paid for. And so that's kind of how I go about that. So I really feel like, too, you've got to read your audience, right? So, and Lane helped me with this. I had a girl that was like, hey, I'm super interested, but it's like not one of those things, right? James, does that ring a bell? And right, like some people you can't be like, oh no, it is one of those things. And let me tell you why, right? Like they're not ready. And so again, Jessica said, oh my gosh, no, like I just help people get access to the products they're going to love and that they really need. And like Guard was totally down, right? And we were actually getting on a phone call for her to join this business yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So really just connection and just like use other people's words. None of these are my words. Like I didn't come up with any of it. You know what I mean? So I'm just stealing words from the people that are doing it the best. And I just kind of tweak it and make it my own. And all I can tell you is the more that you practice it, because this was so nerve wracking. I thought I was going to like scare all my people away. I thought they're going to be like, sorry, I don't want the pack anymore and like hang up, but really just the more that you practice it, just the more natural and just the more certainty. Like they can hear the certainty. They know if you really believe in what you're saying. And so everything that I try to do, that's why I'm telling you, if you guys just commit 1 day a week to do 15 audio messages in a row, like literally just lock yourself in your room and do 15. By 15, you're going to want to do 5 more. There is a heat that comes from like your certainty with every single phone call builds. And by the time like people were like, sure, I want a month. I'm like, what's happening? Because you don't understand the energy that is really coming across when you get in a groove like that. And so guys, they can feel it. And so I was like, I don't want to pick my kids up from school. Like my poor kids, I think they took care of themselves last week. I don't know. But I mean, it was just, you don't want to stop. And so I was really like, oh my gosh, I talked these big goals. Like, this is my gear. This is my gear.
That's so good, Becca. All of that. I hope everyone's taking notes because that is so powerful.
Oh, I wore a tank top this time. I got it on.
Because hot, yes, yeah. Hot here. There's so much value, so much heat. Just like Becca said, these aren't her words, guys. What she's doing is she's taken the people that have gone before her and she's just plugging that in. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. People have gone before you, like the Cepedas, like James and Odd, your leaders, they have gone before you for you to just plug in and of course have your own personality, your own twist to it. We're not robots. We're not all going to sound the same. But with that, she hasn't reinvented the wheel. Becca's just taken some, nuggets here, some nuggets here, and she's making it her own. And so with that, Becca, everyone on this call knows your energy. Your energy is contagious. You are on fire. And so where does that conviction come from? And what can you share? And you just kind of touched on it at the end there, but how important is energy? And what can you share on the energy that you have with others and why that's so important for others to feel that?
I mean, I think energy is what moves people. I mean, I think it's really like our energy and our conviction and our stories and our testimonies and us being vulnerable. I think that's what really moves people and makes people feel comfortable and feel like they can relate to us, and be comfortable like trying this, and being a part of this community or the nutrition or, whatever part of it is. I think I was reading kind of when we were prepping for this, and I was like, God, why am I just so, the passion? I mean, my whole family, right? If we were all in a room together, y'all wouldn't be able to handle us. I mean, we all really have this energy. And so I've always been really passionate and just, like could see the vision. And, the other thing is like, think about it. Like I don't know what your goals are, whatever they are. I mean, it's amazing. I remember the first time I could pay with pay for my nutrition with my ISA card. I like wanted to do a backflip. I thought that was amazing. But like, I think back to like I used to work in transportation right out of college and great salary. And obviously I was in sales. And, anyway, long story short, the company, I can't remember if we're going public or private, got bought out. So the CEO literally took every single manager, big station manager out, because they had non-competes and they didn't work for a year. Well, that left all of the stations. Nobody had management. Nobody knew what was going on. Here I am spending 60, 70 hours a week building relationships with companies to try and trust me, with their products and their transportation. And so I had one of my customers said, hey, I want you to do some warehousing in the UK for me. And I was like, no. And she was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm giving you a project, like warehouse my stuff. I'm like, no. And she's like, why not? I'm like, I can't provide that service. I left the company 2 months later. I was going out and I was selling a product that I could not back, that I could not provide. And here I was putting they were trusting me, my reputation, building a relationship with you. I couldn't do anything. Isogenics could not, it's complete opposite. One, we're crushing it for 18 years. Now we've launched this amazing product nothing even compares to it, right? And then you look at all the testimonies, people's lives are being changed by these products. My life was changed. I can take care of my kids. I'm a better mom. I'm a better woman. I'm walking alongside 35 people that are having amazing transformations financially and physically. And now we're going to look good too. That's it. And so I every day am building relationships with people and helping them get started in this community with these amazing products because they're life changing. And I know that and I believe that. And we have people running the company that put us first, that know what it's like to be in our shoes, that give us bonuses and money and share bonuses and pools and all kinds of stuff to make it to where we can go out and share this, so we can do this, spend more time doing this, right? Transitioning from other jobs, bringing our husbands home, putting our, whatever it is, and just make it available to us. And think about it. Like I've got 4 little ones. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. Where else could I go and accomplish my vision that I have for the next 3, 4, 5? Where am I going? I've been a mom for 8 years. I've done sales. I've done one professional job. Where am I going that is going to pay me what I need to get to where I want to go? What is it? Really think about it for yourself. Where are you going? What do you want to do? Who is going to pay you that?
That's so good. Can you all hear her conviction? Everyone do this. If you can hear Becca's conviction. So powerful. Being a product of the product, being passionate, finding what you're passionate about. I know, some of us are passionate about nutrition. Some of us are passionate about the opportunities. Some of us are passionate about, most of us are about both. Some of us may be more passionate about collagen. What lights you up so that you can have that conviction when you're sharing with others? It's so powerful. And that's why Becca has the energy that she has, is because she's so passionate about it. Just like every one of you all on this call, you have a conviction of isogenics. Isogenics has changed your life, whether it is financially, physically, both, collagen, whatever it may be. You have a conviction to share with others. And if you can just share that energy with others, it will come out in conversations. It will come out and lead to enrollments, to rank advancements, whatever that may be. not reinventing the wheel, doing the do, taking the action. Guys, if Becca can find time, we all can find time. And I'm just going to say that because Becca has triplets. She has a special needs, and they're all under what, 7, Becca? All under 7 years old. I just want to remind everyone, in case you don't know that, if Becca can find the time to take the action steps to lead her to her goals, anyone in this business can. It's just making your goals and making this business a priority. Okay, so Becca, I want to know this, and I know so many people want to know this as well. Where do you see yourself going in the next year with Isogenics? I would just want you to answer that. Where do you see yourself going the next year with Isogenics?
Chelsea, you know, this is your part. This is not my strength right here. I think short term. No, really, I mean, the next 90 days. Yeah, well, I've got the big. I just, I know where I want to go all the way. Multiple 6-figure earner, $1 million club, really tons and tons of residual income. Again, like I've got a lot of people, and my husband's done an amazing job of taking care of our family for a really long time. And we're in a major transition, business wise and kind of what to do. And so I really want to be able to, to help and for the first time in a long time. And so, my kids are little, so they're not like, hey, you're going to college and we're, it's just beginning. And so really now for me in the next year, okay, stay focused. I want to hit executive within 90 days. I'm going to be there before 90 days, but really my life changes in the summertime. So I'm still going to work Isogenics. It's just going to look a little different. But I am going at this pace until the 3rd week in May. And so by then I want to be executive, and I want 5 business builders that are motivated, that are on these calls, that are, I have 1.5. That are really like seeing the vision and see this for what it is. I'm really just working on my leadership skills and just, I want to do what the Cepedas did for me and what you guys do, right? I'm like, Lane, help me with this. Chelsea, what's my verb? Audrey, James, Joy, I use you guys all the time for different things, right? For just different situations, different people. And so I'm really like learning how to kind of navigate those different situations. But I want for people to go like, dude, go enroll 10 people, and somebody to go like, oh my God, she said I could do it. You know what I mean? And really be able to validate that in them, that like, go do it. You can do this. And just really be able to build these people up, really have more of just a service mind. And honest to goodness, I'm sick of like worrying about myself. I really want to go. I want to link arms with some people and not take care of them, but really help them get to where they want to go. There's nothing more rewarding for me than to help somebody else be able to pay a car bill, like not sweat making their mortgage or whatever their goal is. For me to be able to help somebody do that, I don't know that there's anything more rewarding. And so that's really where I want to be. And where will that take me in a year from now? I mean, I have no doubt 6-figure earner. That's my goal.
Yes, I have no doubt of that as well. If you all believe that Becca will be a 6-figure earner in 1 year, comment in the chats and send her some love, because I have no doubts of that at all. And I know so many people on this call are going to be joining her. Something that Becca, and we were talking on the chats, is Becca truly does talk to Lane, myself, James, Audrey, Joy. She blows up our phone. And I do not say that to be funny. It is so important to know that if you want to be successful in this, you must be willing to blow up your upline or your leader's phone. I know Lane and I probably, just this month stopped blowing up James and Aud's phone. Just kidding. But we really do talk daily about business. It's so important to blow up your leader's phone. And so just know it's not your leader's job to check on you every day. Hey, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Are you doing this? Are you out? Okay, you said this. Like, yes, we are here. We're all here. Your leaders are here. But Becca has no fear when it comes to, hey, can you help me with this? Hey, here's a screenshot. Help me reply to this. And that's why she has had the success that she's had. It's because she's talking to her leaders every single day. And so just ask yourself, like, am I leaning into the process? And if I do have a question, am I asking it to whoever I may need to be asking it? So that was so powerful, Becca. We know that you will be there, and we know you'll be an executive far less than 90 days, but you'll be an executive 6-figure earner in 1 year. Okay, so last thing, what is one last valuable thing that you want to leave the team with? And then after that, after you're done, I have an announcement. So what is that one last thing?
Okay, so on that Monday call last Monday, were those two ladies from Canada. One thing that I think was like, really, God put this at the beginning of my week because he knows what I struggle with. And I like a clean house, an orderly house. That's what I do. That is my job, is to take care of my house, take care of my kids. We have school here. Like, it gets crazy fast. And so I really struggle when I check out to go do my ISA business and my house is like, crazy. And so I heard her say on that call, she said, everybody says you've got to have this balance. And then she said, no, you don't. And she's like, when you are going for a goal, it doesn't have to be long term, when you are going for executive or 10 enrollments or 5 enrollments or manager, or director, whatever you're doing, like, no, there doesn't. Guys, you're going to have to give something up. You're going to have to give something up. And so Joy and I, she kind of like really helped me. It was probably 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, and the screen time, like, oh, here's your overview of all your screen time this week. Y'all, I literally almost passed out. And I texted her a screenshot of it and said, I'm not sure whether I should be super proud of myself, because that's no scrolling. That was like legit on the phone. I said, I don't know whether I should be proud or whether like I'm the worst parent on the planet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And she's like, and I was going, but my house and I should have taken pictures for y'all. It's actually hilarious. And she just said, Becca, it's just stuff. Like, you'll get your house clean tomorrow. Like this. And I'm telling you guys, this changed my business. This week changed my business. I saw this week, this is what I have to do to be a 6-figure income earner. Like what I was doing 3 weeks ago, I really was trying. I wasn't not working. I really was trying. I really didn't get it yet. I thought I got it. I didn't get it yet. And really, I got to say one more thing, Chelsea. And I'm talking to like social media gurus, so I hate to even say it, but if I have a weakness, that's where it is. But what I'm going to tell you is I posted 2 stories and 2 posts from Monday to Sunday. And I think social media is beautiful to get to all these people, and, people know what you're doing. But I'm telling you, revenue producing activity, there's nothing that beats it. There's putting a story versus texting 25 people, having 5, 6, 10 conversations, nothing beats it. People want to be pursued. People want to be talked to. People want to be cared about. That's it. Thank you guys. Y'all are so sweet.
Mic drop. That is so good. Who all found that so valuable? Just like Becca said, and that's so powerful because social media is such a powerful tool, but just like Becca said, one story versus 20 conversations, totally different ball game whenever you are doing income producing activity. And Becca was on her phone. I'm gonna tell on you, Becca, because I think Joy told on you. 13 hours a day last week. Okay, 13 hours a day, and that was 0 scrolling, guys. 0 scrolling. That was messaging. That was reaching out. That is incredible. Like, that is incredible. And just like Becca said, her last tip, her last valuable, thing that she can give you all is, people say, well, it's all about balance. But truly, and Lane and I know this from, our very first year to even today, like, if you want something so bad, like if you want to have success in this business, it's going to take sacrifices, just like Becca said. It's going to take maybe a week of being on your phone 13 hours a day to do voice memos and reach outs. And, it may take giving up watching Netflix. It may take giving up, some things, but that doesn't mean forever. And I can tell you that from experience, from personal experience, guys. When we started, I was working 12-hour days. I was grinding at night in Isogenics business. And now I'm not working. I'm not trading my time for money at all. I'm simply get to make my schedule with Isogenics. And there's so many testimonies out there. If you can just sacrifice in the beginning, If you can sacrifice a couple years, whatever that may, 2 to 5 years, that's not a long time. If you can sacrifice and not have balance in the beginning, then your life will look completely different and you will get to where you say you want to go. You will reach your goals. It just takes sacrificing. It just takes taking action every single day and maybe going from 5 reach outs to 20 reach outs if you want to increase your enrollments. And so thank you so much, Becca. This was an incredible call. The recording will be posted for you all to rewatch because I know you all want to rewatch this and take even more notes. It's just been such a valuable call. One quick announcement, this Thursday, March 4th, make sure you have this down. Make sure your team knows the US seasonal and canister bundle. Who all saw that? Okay, so 3 limited edition seasonal shakes of your choice between cookies and cream and then caramel brulee, caramel. I say caramel. What do you say? Comment in the chats. Caramel or caramel? Caramel brulee flavor, 3 limited edition shakes. You get 1 exclusive isogenic ceramic canisters. Who all have seen those canisters? They're so beautiful. So they are very, very, very limited edition, meaning if you love this canister and you want one for your stories, for your social media posts, to get your shakes out on your countertop, you want to log in first thing in the morning, okay? Because they will sell out very quick. So if you love cookies and cream, if you love your caramel brulee shakes, it's 3. You get the exclusive ceramic canister. Any questions about that? Comment in the chat. Just want to make sure that's clear. Who's excited? I know we are. Okay, awesome. Well, this call's been so valuable. We'll see you March 4th. Yes. The price, I think there's a flyer posted, Kathy, but I'll make sure that it's on FLT Business as soon as we're off this call. Does that sound good? Perfect. Okay, so we'll see you back here next Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you all need anything at all this week, let us know. Bye, guys.